Okay, so I want to make a video talking about everything I'm doing to prepare for the update, as far as trading and main game goes. So I've been slowly working on leveling every champ to 100. So again, the reason we need to do this is ranked season 2 is coming back in the update. Automated tournaments are coming back, which we have no idea how that works, and evolution abilities are coming out, which means at level 100 you're going to be able to continue leveling and unlock new abilities that I guess you interchange with the abilities the champion has on, or maybe you get a fifth ability. We don't know how that works. The sub hasn't explained anything yet, so all I say is I recommend getting every champ you might play to level 100. So, and that'll take you quite a while if you haven't done it. As far as ways to make it easier, try to clash, and if you have a clan, I highly recommend playing with them and then getting them to clash you at the end of the match. So that's mostly it for main game. Nothing else really to prepare outside of leveling champs. If there's any skills you want to work on, as far as you want to get your curves better, you want to get your clashing better, um, some sort of skill that you need to have for rank that you don't feel that you're ready to use, then I would recommend you practice whatever your weak points are in PvP, just so ranked is more enjoyable. And then going to trading really quick, I want to show basically what items I'm buying and what I think you should be focusing on. I'm just going to go to a quiet server. Um, there's a lot of items that you can collect, and different people are banking on being good into the update. If you're rich enough to where you can afford Champ or Aegis, that's one option. As far as my guess on that, I would expect gem values to decrease, and it's probably going to trade pretty well back into the market. You can probably get some sort of S grade mythic, like a Divine Shadow S grade or Enigma S grade, assuming that he doesn't re add the items, but we'll see. Um, as far as the items I'm collecting Rainbow Chaos, all the rainbow items. So Spectrum Blade, Radiant Strike, Spirit Scythes I grab if they're cheap. Auras I grab just to flip. Warforged I grab to flip. There's someone that puts it, I think, for 170k on their booth. So I buy them in bulk off of that booth and then I flip them for 225k, which surprisingly they actually sell for that. Now, those aren't the greatest flips, believe me, I know. But the main thing is if the update came out tomorrow, I'm prepared. I want Warforged going into the update. So if I make money off of flipping Warforges, then I just go buy more of them. Or I buy more rainbows or something else. So, and as far as how many gems I want, I'd like about half of my tradable inventory in gems. So let's say I have 20 mil value in tradables. So I'm not including my Triheat or my Cyber in that. Um, that I want about half of it in gems is what I'm hoping for. I might lean a little bit more toward gems if I want to be more risky, and I might lean a little bit more into items if I want to be safer. Now, I don't know if that guess is correct. That's just what I'm doing. If you like that idea, go for it. But as far as trading goes and making decisions, we don't have enough information at all to tell what to do. So, like I was saying in the last video, do whatever you think is best. That video is to discuss all the possible options. This video is just, I want to show you what I'm doing. So, just because I'm talking about what I'm doing, don't blindly follow this. This strategy is not for everyone, and this strategy is completely based on trying to maintain value going into the update. That's the only goal of this strategy. Now, if you want to have your dream items and you already have them, just keep them. I'm not trading off my Triheat or my Cyber. They aren't going anywhere. So I would recommend you just keep what you love, and whatever you don't care about, do whatever you think is best based on your goals. Everyone has different ones, so don't blindly follow me. As far as items go, you can go toward a more flipping heavy side, which is if you find anything cheap, you buy it and you flip it. You can focus on buying whatever items you believe will retain value or be a good option into the update. And there's a lot of options as far as that goes. I'm mostly focusing on currently available items. The only thing I haven't talked about enough is Protector is a completely different item. Protector was rewarded to people that own the Kilo Game Pass. So realistically, this shouldn't be added again, but they could always put this in the battle pass or, put it as some sort of rank reward or something. So just because it was a Game Pass reward, it could be re-added. But this probably has a decent chance of never being re-added again. So it might retain value better than other items. It's a bit of a long shot, but I think it's one of the better choices as far as items go. I would definitely prefer you to have an S grade prot over a Divine Shadow, or maybe an Aegis is probably better to have, but still. You could also do 30 prots instead of an Aegis, as an example. That might be better. But pretty much do whatever you think is best. I'm just focusing on currently available items because all of the old things have the risk of being re-added, which would drop their price. All of the currently available items can only be removed from the game. Now, they could tweak it to where currently available items are easier to get, but they probably won't. Sub generally doesn't do that crazy of updates to Deathball when he has updated. It's a lot more of simple fixes and quick additions. We haven't had a big overhaul update before. So I would expect him to do the easiest route for trading, which is just re-adding packs back or re-adding some way to get items. I don't think he's going to be overly worried about balancing AFK aura, balancing the gem toki, balancing gem farming rate from playing main game, all of that. I expect him to just re-add packs and then let the community figure it out. So we'll see how it happens, but that's my guess. So that's why I'm doing the strategy I am. If you think I'm wrong, great, do something else then. Uh, I'm just going off of my guess and my intuition. I've been playing the game for a long time, but I've been wrong before about what he was going to do. There were rumors that there was going to be an update before, and of course, why would we expect him to have abandoned the game for this long? So, not exactly unreasonable of me to expect we get an update after 3 or 4 months, but we didn't. So, that's the situation we're in as far as that goes. So, do whatever you think is best. Flip items that are cheap. Um, Hold whatever items you think are good or you like, and then keep as many gems as you think you want to. The only thing I'll say that I don't think I've mentioned is the first day of an update. So when Rose Pack came out, basically people would open a ton of Rose Packs. They would get Lotus and Dahlia, and they would sell them for stupidly high amounts. Dahlia leveled out around 370k, I think, or maybe it was five. I think it was like 450k. It was something like that. And then Lotus leveled out around 750k. They were only in the game for about a month, so those items were a bit strange. But the first day they were worth a ton. That's always been true with new mythics. If they re-add Oblivion Pack day one, Amethyst, Gemblade, and Olympus will still probably sell for 2 mil at least. So the reason you want to do that, if they re-add gem packs at the current values, so it's 4,000 gems per pack and a 0.2% chance to get a mythic. If packs are re-added at that same rate, where they cost that much and the mythics are that chance, then I heavily recommend you just spend on a ton of packs, and whenever you get a mythic, immediately go try to sell it. Or if you have multi-open, just spam gems and try to sell off a bunch of them day one. The problem is, if you get stuck with them after about a week, the prices are going to be dipping. Now, the first day or two is fine. After the first day or two, the prices will not be that much. Sorry. The prices will not be that much higher than they were before, or than they will be leveled out. Sorry. So, do it at your own risk. I would recommend keeping maybe 1 to 5 mil gems out for the richer players. It depends kind of how much value you have. I would say maybe keep 5% to 20% out in gems if you want to play it safe. If you want to play it more risky, then keep maybe 50 to 70%. But just in case that gems become much less powerful than they might be. So let's say they re-add Oblivion pack and it's 40,000 gems per pack, and then it's still a 0.2% chance for a mythic. Obviously, gems will be much less valuable then as far as buying packs day one. and the items will be much more expensive than I would hope. So gems are very hit or miss because it depends completely on what sub decides to do, and it doesn't really. There's no real way to play around what sub does if he counters gems. As far as items go, Rainbow will always have to trade decently into the economy because it's a mythic. If Rainbow's removed and Oblivion's re-added for any period of time, Rainbow is going to be rarer than whatever mythic they add in place of it. So we'll have to see how it goes, but that's my logic on it. Do whatever you want with it. Same if you think Protector is going to be good, maybe grab a few of those. I'm just kind of playing it safe and going with this. I'm probably going to be a little bit more gem heavy. I haven't quite decided on what balance I want as far as what exact percentage of my value I want in gems, but just kind of do whatever you want. You can also just, be focused on these kind of items, flip them constantly, and then whenever the update comes out, you can try to sell them off quickly if you still have some left. But the thing is, if the update's coming out, then chances are people only care about the new items, so up to you. It's it's iffy what exactly is the best decision. So take that what you will and then do your best. But that's all I got for you today. So have a good one.